Less than 24 hours after the brutal murder of nurse and mother Kezia Wilson in the Goodlands area came another shocking homicide, the shooting death of a young man at a bar in the Gros Islet area. When photojournalists trained the high-resolution lenses of news cameras on the background of the scene of yet another tragic loss of life, the bloodstains on the weather-beaten pavement that told the story of gun violence outside Spanish Bar had faded away under the mid-morning sun. The latest homicide victim, identified by law enforcement as 30-year-old Lee Alexander of Independence City, Castries, was felled in a hail of gunfire at the night spot in the early hours of Wednesday. Video footage captures the young man in happier times at the very same bar where he met his untimely demise. According to well-placed sources, a lone gunman allegedly accosted Alexander at the bar and then proceeded without compunction to lay waste to a fellow human being by pumping multiple rounds into the victim's body. Emergency first responders were alerted to the crime scene around 1 a.m. Wednesday.
At approximately 1:51 a.m., the morning of November 24, 2022, Gros Islet Fire Station dispatch received an emergency 911 call of a possible shooting and for assistance in the community of Gros Islet. Upon arrival at the said address, emergency ambulance crews found an adult male approximately 30 years old lying motionless on the ground with penetrating puncture wounds about the body.
A release by law enforcement on the homicide in part reads, quote, "About 2:10 a.m., officers attached to the Rodney Bay police station responded to a report of a shooting along Dauphin Street, Gros Islet. On arrival, officers were informed that the victim had been conveyed to the OKEU hospital via ambulance. The scene was processed by officers attached to the Scenes of Crime Office." End quote.
Upon patient assessment, he was found unresponsive, no breathing and no pulse, and immediately resuscitation began, and patient was transported directly to the OKU hospital and handed over to medical teams for further management.
News Force made a number of attempts to speak to the family of the deceased, but loved ones were too emotionally distraught to provide any statements. Alexander is the 64th official homicide victim in Saint Lucia for 2022. Anyone with information regarding this incident is asked to contact the Major Crime Unit at 456-3754 or the Crime Hotline at 555 for anonymous reporting. 2022 is now the second deadliest year on record in St. Lucia in terms of violent crime. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.